Star Wars: A Spark of Rebellion is actively pumping. As of the recording of this video, the box price is consistently shooting upwards and upwards. So let's have some fun with it. Let's talk about why, using data, analytics, and our experience in the TCG space, that this product is going so high so fast. And let's do the most dangerous thing that you can do on YouTube. Let's predict what the price of these boxes is gonna be. All right, here we go. There are a parade of factors that go into analyzing a new trading card game when it hits the market. Most importantly, how are we, trading card fans, going to adapt to and enjoy the product? And we have seen games lean into several aspects and pull at our heartstrings in a multitude of different ways. Is it going to be for a small niche community? Is the trading card game going to try to capture this massive audience? And are we going to actually like playing and collecting the game? And when it comes to Star Wars Unlimited and its first set, Spark of Rebellion, we see a little bit of everything all sprinkled on top. Gameplay seems to be a lot of fun, yet pretty simple to pick up, leaning into aspects of other trading card games and even pulling from Magic's most popular format to maybe draw our eyes in a little bit. You couple that with collectability with things like case hits, and I know we can't say case hits, but we think they might just be case hits at this point, and shiny cards and a couple variants that we really want to put our hands on with iconic characters that most of us know from our childhood, or at least from fun times in the movie theaters or hanging out with friends, however you experienced Star Wars first. And actually, that would be fun. Let me know how you first experienced Star Wars in the comment section below. But this game also has a lot of risk. And when a new trading card game like Star Wars Unlimited hits the market, it has the potential to not really speak to us and, well, let's just say it, crash. Well, this game has done the exact opposite, and currently, as of the recording of this video, box prices that are $130 plus. So like we said in the intro, we're going to talk about why this box is shooting up in value, all of the factors, look at the sales data that we have captured from TCG Player. That's right, every single sold listing of sealed product for Star Wars Unlimited right here, and we're going to predict some prices. So if you were here before we got yelled at for predicting the wrong price, let me know. But without further ado, it's time to look at that juicy data. Now, if this is your first time in the channel, first of all, welcome. Consider subscribing. Only 80% of people that watch this, or 80% of the people that watch this channel are not subscribed. It's pretty crazy. But what we do here is we have at cardboardfinance.com the ability to capture all of these sold listings of sealed product for major trading card game releases from TCG Player. And when we look at Star Wars Unlimited, we see that in the product's short lifespan, it has been wildly popular. The product has sold 7,611 boxes, with the draft booster box, the sealed box, leading the way with 3,100 sales, bringing in a total of almost $300,000 from people like you and I that just love cardboard. Now, this in itself is extremely cool. This is very impressive for a game that I wasn't sure where it was going to land on the popularity scale, but to add some context to this, we can take Star Wars Unlimited, we can take Spark of Rebellion here, and we can compare the Spark of Rebellion release to, oh, let's say Wings of the Captain, One Piece, which hasn't been released yet. But let's say release plus 30 days, just the total number of boxes for both of these games sold on TCG Player at this point. And as we see here, well, actually, sorry, Rings of the Captain officially has been released at this point, but as we see here, Star Wars is performing extremely well. Now, there's other factors here. Wings of the Captain and One Piece have very high box prices, and the boxes are extremely limited, but even when compared to other trading card games like, oh, the most recent standard Magic the Gathering release, Karlov Manor, we see that the Star Wars Unlimited trading card game gets to play in the same arena, as people are actively looking to pick up this box in very solid numbers. Anytime you can get a card game that compares even somewhat favorably to a major Magic the Gathering release, you're onto something a little bit. But it's not just about how many products have sold and what the distribution of those products selling are, it is the price that we are paying for those products. And if we take a look at the price of these products, we will notice that this booster box is creeping up in price. As we pop over to TCG Player and check the sold listing, which is how we devise all of our data, is we've seen the price in today alone jump up $30, maybe even a little bit more, and that's just as of the recording of this video. But most importantly, the biggest wow factor, what if, the biggest red flag or shiny thing that I see on this page is when we take a look at the number of listings available. We see at the time of the recording of this video, there are only 5 other listings for the Star Wars Spark of Rebellion booster box as the product continues to skyrocket in price. And this to me says that this product is either extremely limited or people are buying a ton of it. Now, before we go on, it's important to note that there's been a lot of rumors about Star Wars Unlimited and its availability. It has been said to have been sold out at distribution for some time. Game stores have tried to order restocks and either got cut very heavily or gotten no restock at all, and a lot of those claims have since been refuted, saying, hey, don't worry, there will be more. But historically, we have seen what a small little uptick, what a little bit of community interest like this can do to a trading card game. And the question remains, anytime we talk restock, reallocation, more supply is coming, we start to ask the Disney Lorcana question that was extremely relevant when the first chapter dropped. We start to ask, how many boxes are actually going to come out? We're currently asking this question when it comes to the Fallout Commander release for Magic the Gathering and the Collector Booster, as the price fluctuates all over the place. There were, this word of a restock, how many more are we going to get? So Spark of Rebellion, in my opinion, has gone up in value due to a number of different circumstances. First, it does pull at our heartstrings. We like Star Wars. This shouldn't be a surprise. People like you and I, we just like Star Wars. We're trading card game people. Some of us like Star Wars, some of us don't. But hey, some of us that aren't trading card game people are going to look at this and say, maybe this is my first chance to check in this whole trading card game thing. But the IP is extremely popular, and regardless of what you think about new Star Wars and is it ruined and blah, 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 no, I am going to point out, we're not getting into that right now. We're not going to talk about that. We have to accept the Star Wars IP is beloved by a massive community. And as that IP is beloved and a new product is released, you're going to get some of that juice, some of that excitement, some of that overflow into that product, and I believe we see some of that here. But the second big factor is the limited nature of the product. As, oh, did we just break TCG Player? Is TCG Player broken? Okay, as the product has jumped up $10 since we started, the product jumped up $10 since we started this video. But the other factor is the limited nature of the product, and it's a conversation we've had in trading card games that is as old as time. How much do you value limiting the product and making the product collectible and coveted to pull at our wallets versus making the product hyper readily available? And we have seen people on both sides of this argument, and we see Star Wars attempting to toe the line. In my opinion, it's going to be more available. They're probably going to print more of it, but for now, this is extremely exciting. And that leads us to the most dangerous thing we're going to do on YouTube. We're going to do it. We're going to predict some prices for this product. So before I get yelled at in the comment section and maybe canceled off of all of Trading Card Game YouTube for doing this, make sure you like the video and let me know that you were here, because boy oh boy, this would be a heck of a way to go out. Now, when it comes to Spark of Rebellion and prices, none of this is financial advice. Please do not take it that way. This is all for fun because that's what we do here. I actually believe we're going to see $200 to maybe even $250 booster boxes. I know, I'm going with the bold claim here. Stamp it, stamp the time right here, clip this when I'm wrong, clip this when I'm right, whatever it might be. But the exciting nature of this product, the large reach that the Star Wars IP has, plus the hyper limited nature of the number of people selling this product on TCG Player, leads me to believe we might be looking at a bit of a runaway car. Now, this runaway car will be put back on the tracks and will have brakes put back on. This product will probably, most likely, maybe, till a tinfoil hattie, be reprinted and be more readily available. And frankly, that's a good thing for trading card game growth, for things like a having people in your community pick up the game for the long-term health of the game. We see that with One Piece here, where the product is not the most available, and while the game is super exciting, it's hard right now to buy One Piece boxes and get involved in some of the fun. And while, yes, trading card games and their products should be limited somewhat, and they should retain some value because that is a big part of our community, we don't want to go about doing that in the wrong way with things that are vastly underprinted. In fact, for a direct example of that, we can look no further than the first chapter. And by the way, this is why this project is cool. If you consider joining the channel membership, it helps pay for all these server costs so they don't come directly out of my pocket, and we get cool moments like this. So click the link, join the channel membership, exclusive access, custom content, and then also support cardboardfinance.com. We see what happens when a product is hyper limited and goes on a price run. Disney Lorcana, the first chapter, went on this massive price run, and then during the first reprint, absolutely tanked in number of boxes sold, until the secondary market got their fill and we started to buy more product. My point being, as the product got more and more expensive, people bought fewer and fewer boxes, and the reprint hit and the game went off. People bought more products, the card got in more people's hands, and that is the main reason why the third set is doing so well. So to see Star Wars Unlimited be super rare and super exciting, I'm very hyped for that. I hope to see a reprint where more people can get this in their hands so we can see that health continue going from set 1 to, in the future, set 2 and set 3, and we see that excitement, the ability to get cards in our hand, and the community grow to where these products will retain their value over the long term. That's right. It's not about the short term $200 to $250 play. It's about the long term, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had some fun today. I hope you enjoyed discussing a new trading card game. If you're one of the Magic viewers that's just here saying, hey, this Star Wars Unlimited thing seems kind of wild. I saw Rudy talk about it once. What's this all about? You know where you can subscribe right here to get some more Star Wars Unlimited content. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. By the way, if you've never shared a Hometown TCG video, there's never been a better time than right now. Click this share button and share this video on any community where you talk trading card games and things like that, and I hope to see you around for future vids. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we'll see you around. All right, I'm gonna wheel out. Goodbye. Woo!